In the year 1586, the Empire of Velka rose beside the largest river in the known world. Its waters fed millions, carried gold from distant lands, and flowed directly beneath the emperor's palace through a massive royal bridge built from black stone. The people believed the river was sacred, but they also feared it. Emperor Darius ruled Velka with absolute authority. He was brilliant, ruthless, and obsessed with control. Under his rule, crime was punished publicly, and rebellion was crushed before it could spread. Yet whispers began growing through the capital about something hidden beneath the river. Fishermen claimed they saw enormous black scales moving under the water at night. Boatmen spoke of glowing eyes appearing beneath their ships before dawn. At first, citizens laughed at the rumors. They called it another myth invented to frighten children and criminals. Then prisoners sentenced to death began disappearing. Every month, chained prisoners were marched beneath the royal bridge after midnight. Guards returned alone. No bodies were ever recovered. Witnesses described violent splashes echoing through the darkness, followed by screams that ended almost instantly. Soon, nobody dared approach the river after sunset. Fear spread through Velka faster than disease. Shops closed early. Families nailed their windows shut at night. Mothers warned children that disobedience would feed the beast beneath the bridge. Crime nearly vanished across the capital, and Emperor Darius secretly encouraged the terror. To him, fear was more powerful than soldiers. But his daughter, Princess Amara, saw the suffering differently. Unlike her father, Amara walked among ordinary citizens in disguise and heard the stories herself. She watched grieving mothers mourn prisoners who never returned. She saw starving families too afraid to fish the river that once fed the empire. Again and again, she begged her father to stop whatever was happening beneath the bridge. Darius refused. He believed fear had made Velka strong. Without it, he warned, the empire would collapse into chaos and rebellion. The river monster had become the invisible chain controlling millions of people. Then came the night of Princess Amara's wedding. Thousands gathered along the royal bridge beneath hundreds of golden lanterns. Musicians played across the river while nobles celebrated deep into the night. For the first time in years, laughter echoed above the dark water. Then the river exploded. A gigantic black serpent burst from beneath the bridge with enough force to shatter stone pillars instantly. Its scales were darker than midnight, and its jaws were large enough to swallow horses whole. Nobles were thrown screaming into the river as the bridge collapsed beneath them. Panic consumed the capital. The creature smashed through the palace foundations while crowds fled through burning streets. Soldiers attacked blindly, but their arrows vanished against the serpent's armored scales. As flames spread across Velka, Emperor Darius stood frozen inside his collapsing palace, finally realizing the horror he had fed for decades. By sunrise, the great empire of Velka was gone. The royal bridge had vanished beneath the river. The palace lay in ruins beneath black smoke. Thousands were dead, including Emperor Darius himself. And for generations afterward, survivors whispered that the serpent still lived beneath the waters, waiting for another ruler foolish enough to feed fear instead of justice.